Hey everyone, hope all's well. So, beautiful people, serious moment here. Have you, and I know some minorities probably have come across this, you ever own a business or started a business and you get your own that comes to you and they want to get all tacky? How'd you get the money to start this business? Um, where you get that money from? But our people, I've noticed that with African Americans, I've never been asked that. And again, I can only speak from my experience, from anybody of another nationality coming to your, if you have an office or a business, and just, how you get the money to get all this? I find it tacky and ignorant, and I want to ask you, the ones that do that, do you ask those other people that when you walk your butt in there? Do you ask them that? You ask Peter and Becky? Do you, Mr. Wong? Do you ask Dusty Dan when you go into the gun shop to buy some more bullets? Dusty Dan, how'd you get this gun shop going, buddy? Did you? Do you ask them that? No, of course not. Respect. Well, maybe you should. Maybe. Just maybe. hmm I know we'll kind of we go there with each other really quick. Look on the screen. The ransom. Invade Haiti. Wall Street urged. The U.S. obliged. There are sharks on Wall Street. You want to talk about a cold heart? I've seen some. Hmm. Yeah. All about that green. As I said before, when they were having a hard time with the mom and pop operations with regard to the rent, I'm like, and I started reading, and they're saying, "Oh, hedge funds, VCs are buying these properties, and some are buying up whole neighborhoods." And during the Obama administration, the Obama administration, he gave Wall Street a lot of money, millions. Oh yeah, they were in Palm Beach doing this. That's why people could never get, like, it's always been very challenging. Um, to sometimes get a property in Palm Beach. Oh, I'm gonna get a good deal. No, you're not, because you're gonna be outbid by the hedge funds. Yeah. Good luck with that. Mm-hmm. Coal. So invade Haiti. Wall Street urged. How would they know what's over there? Somebody planning. Somebody watching. Somebody pocket watching. And somebody planning. Watching, pocket watching, and planning. That's what they're doing. So a lot of people are sitting up, ooh, and let me tell you, and girl, man, let me do the, it's a whole nother world going on out there, and many people are gonna find out real quick. Too late. So yeah, invade Haiti. How you know what's going on over there? Wall Street urged the U.S. obliged. Why is Wall Street asking the U.S. to invade Haiti? What's going on? Don't forget now what I said before. As a black person, you own a business. I've only heard that from my own. How'd you get that money? How you come up with that? How do you start this business financially? Did you have some help? Where your money come from? Why don't you go and ask those other people that? As a matter of fact, let's get specific. Why don't you go and ask Citigroup that? You want to go and ask them? I tell you what, I'm going to give you the answer before you do ask them, so they might be lying to you. Citigroup. It's not a thing. Where you get that money? And some black people say they don't want reparations, and that's fine. And we know what could be other results. That's a different video, and I think I did that video already. What could possibly happen? Where did they get that money for Citigroup? New York Times, fair use. So, check out this tweet from the New York Times. Woohoo! New York Times. In 1914, 8 U.S. Marines strolled into the headquarters of Haiti's National Bank and walked out with $500,000 in gold. Say what? Yeah. In 1914, and they claim to have the documents, by the way, so they're not talking outside the neck. In 1914, 8 U.S. Marines strolled into the headquarters of Haiti's National Bank and walked out with $500,000 in gold. The operation was a precursor to the full-scale invasion of Haiti, a country the U.S. ruled with brute force for 19 years. How the hell you gonna walk out with 500,000 in gold and you're gonna rule them with brute force for 19 years? Are you serious? The long occupation of Haiti began with a drumbeat from the bank that became Citigroup. So invading Haiti, taking 500,000 in gold, which is like, to me, stealing. I mean, you walk in, you walk out. Only time you can walk out or make with some money, it better be your money or a loan. The long occupation of Haiti began with a drumbeat from the bank that became Citigroup. Who behind it? Invade Haiti. Wall Street urged. The U.S. obliged. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The U.S. obliged. Now, let's do this. I wonder how much is $500,000 in gold? Okay, let's say it's cash. In 1914. What is that worth today? Well, that's a long time ago. And some of our people, oh my gosh, I just love you. You're so special. Oh my God, when I hear people that don't know and quick to defend what's wrong because you want to fit in, and I don't know why, you never really be accepted. That's a long time ago. Two things that don't die in this world. I can assure you. Actually, we can say three. My opinion, of course. Spirits don't die. Neither does money and land. It only changes hands. How about that? Money and land don't. How does land die? Money and land doesn't die. It just changes hands. Citigroup? Are you really serious? So how much was $500,000 in 1914? Boop. $500,000 in 1914 is equivalent in purchasing power to about $14,455,450 today. $14,455,450 today. So the black folks that like to be disrespectful and want to be tacky, why don't you go and ask them where they get that money from? A business owner doesn't have to tell you jack about their finances. Either conduct business or please move the hell on. Mike Jones, please go. That's why a lot of people that have money, I hate to say, a lot of them shun this community, and you don't have to explain it to me. I already know. So yeah. So for those that feel that it's a black owner, you want to go ahead and get all tacky, comfortable, and relax. You don't know them like that. Get all common real quick. Disrespectful as hell. Nobody owe you jack. Why don't you go ask them all about it? $500,000 in 1914 is equivalent to 14,455,450. So I can guarantee you they've made more than that, because hello, I guarantee you they've made more than that. Hell, it's freaking Wall Street. You think they just saw the money and just kept it there? They probably traded it like a you know what, trading it and trading it, create generational wealth. of money that's of gold that's taken from somebody else. Yeah. So the next time somebody wants to be tagged to a black business owner and ask them how they got their money, how they started, why don't you go ask those other companies that? Go ask Citibank. Now you know the answer. We can't afford the dust and dustiness and the mammies. Already behind the curveball. And I hate to say this, if you look at it, the same thing applies today. Anybody can make money off black people, especially non-black people. And the ones that can't make money off black people, black pain can sometimes make it rain. So it brings me to Miss Patrice Color. She and her wife, she's married. She has a baby daddy, but she's also married. And I looked at an earlier video of her, and no offense, I said, this doesn't strike me as a businesswoman. It doesn't strike me as one who trades. Okay? So when I thought about it, some black men are still being shot down, but I hate to say there's so much in the community. The light bulb is coming on, and many sisters, we ain't showing up. But Patrice, where you at? You put $32 million into the stock market. Now, if she's over Black Lives Matter, if she puts some money on a brokerage account on a BLM, of course, I believe she's allowed to do that. You can invest. I invested for business, yeah, in cryptocurrency, personally and professionally. Well, you never know. So, see what happens in the future. Um. So Patrice, and everyone is different. Just my opinion. Looking at her earlier videos, didn't quite strike me as a businesswoman. Obviously not, and that's fine. Doesn't strike me as one who knows about finance. Money can bring new friends. And of course, they're no George Soros, I'm just saying. It can bring influence. Who do you think probably told her, I want to? You think she just came up overnight to say to invest $32 million of the BLM money? You think so? And then I'm like, okay, is BLM incorporated? Surely, I guess. I don't know. I haven't done the research on that. Somebody watching. Somebody pocket watching. My other point is, I wonder what stock she's invested in. More than likely, she probably has a broker. Now I'm wondering, who's the broker? And knowing Wall Street, y'all know how it goes. Everybody's about the what? About that money. Who's the broker? And I'd kind of like to know the money she gave the grants to in 25 million. I kind of wonder who. I'm just saying, inquiring minds want to know. But I thought about that. So 32 million in the stock market. I wonder how much has been made. Who's picking the stock? Who is picking the stock? Now, right now, things are kind of bad. But in the future, I'm just kind of wondering how the money's going to play out. Are they hoping to kind of do a low profile? Somebody gets shot, don't say anything. Do a low profile. And then it'll slowly fade away. And that account will continuously to grow. And before you know it, it's a couple of years and everybody's forgot about it. Where's the money? Money doesn't die. Neither does land. It simply changes hand. I want to know, Patrice Colors, what's the plan? Somebody's always watching. Somebody's pocket watching. And somebody's always planning, like this on the screen. Invade Haiti. Wall Street urged. That's where the money's at. The U.S. obliged. And the long occupation of Haiti began with a drumbeat from the bank that became, not that was already there, it said the bank that became Citigroup. So Citigroup, you got some explaining to do. Lucy, Citigroup, you got some explaining to do. Citigroup, sounds like you may owe the Haitians reparations. I'm just saying. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for listening. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Be vigilant. Be aware. Why? We already know there's too much dust out there. I'm out. Love you lots. Look forward to your comments.